Baseball at its best. It's the Colorado Rockies against the Pittsburgh Pirates. All game long here on 2K Sports.
Does he have the stuff today? If he does, he may be unhittable. Steven Strasburg going to the hill. I'm Gary Thorne along with Steve Phillips and John Kruk, our analysts, and we are ready to go. 2K Sports MLB. PNC Park, the home of the Pirates. That's where we are. Here's a glance at Pittsburgh's starter. And Steve, he gets into this Colorado lineup now. What are we going to see?
Well, it's southpaw on the mound today, and this one is going to have to be on top of his game. And when he's on, he's usually pretty darn good. But this is a quality lineup he's facing, which means he's going to have to really execute his pitches to get out of jams.
Here's a look at the Rockies lineup. Thoughts, John? Anybody stand out?
Well, a gentleman that's just exuding confidence after having such great seasons so far in his short big league career. Carlos Gonzalez hits lefties, he hits righties, he gets on base, he can hit the ball out of the ballpark. He is becoming one of the most complete hitters in all of baseball.
And it's Troy Tulowitzki now to lead it off. Now the Rockies losing yesterday's contest, so that two-game set ended up split 1-1 against the Dodgers. Here it comes. That swung on and flied to right. That's one down. Now we'll take a quick look at the Pirates and how they're positioned on the field. And coming up for the Pirates, Sunday they finish up this Colorado series. They'll kick off a series with the division rival Milwaukee Brewers. That's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then they take on a division rival within the NL Central. The Reds hosting that one. One out, nobody on. The fastball is in there. It's 0-1.
It's almost a given every season the Rockies are going to be good at home, but the ultimate result of the year depends upon how they play on the road. They came up short in 2010.
One is a pound ball. That falls in for a called strike. And not only did the Rockies come up short on the road, but the way it happened again raises questions about just how offensively directed is this Coors Field.
When you look at it, they had the most runs scored at home and the third fewest runs scored on the road in the major leagues. What a disparity, and it really points to the mental state of the hitters.
Oh, tough one to lay off right there, that fastball. 1-2.
Well, if you saw his last game, you got a chance to see that he swung the bat well in that one, picking up a couple of knocks.
The 1-2 pitch. Buster Posey watches that one go by. That's going to even the count up.
Well, that pitch right there just seemed to get away from the pitcher, took off on him. Looked like he tried to overthrow that a little bit.
That one's going to be down low. 3-2.
Oh, it's a great fastball right there, down in the strike zone. Now there's so many ways to go. Let's see how he comes back to attack this hitter.
Payoff pitch. Refuses to go after it. Missed. Ball 4.
Well, you know, the pitcher's really tired right now, and you have to think that his confidence is a little bit shaken. That long at bat right there, he had a chance to put the hitter away, and now he has to go from the stretch to try to keep this inning from getting out of hand.
And Matt Kemp up.
Well, and since taking over full-time, Matt Kemp in 2010 saw his on-base percentage at the lowest it's ever been in his career. But I really think, though, that this guy can be an absolute star in baseball once he sets his mind to it. But the mind has to be right. If it is, he's going to take off.
Posey is on at first. Here's the pitch. Off the plate with a fastball, and it's 1-0. You guys, telling you about Matt Kemp, it's tough looking at a season like he had where all the numbers dropped. John, the on-base percentage you mentioned was just .310.
Well, you know what? The strikeout rates went up as well, and his stolen base success rates went down. To me, that points to instinct. Here's a guy who was a big basketball player, now an athlete playing baseball, but I think he lacks some of the instincts to be successful and make adjustments.
That's cut out and missed. 1-2.
Well, he clearly fooled him right there. He had him thinking fastball, and he pulled the string on it, got him to swing right through it.
And a good eye there by Matt Kemp. Stays away from it. It's even.
Well, you see there, he tried to go on that outside corner, down and away. Give the hitter a lot of credit, though. You know that's a pitch you can't hit, so don't even swing at it. Well, and the catcher looked like he really wanted that one.
Fastball well off the mark, and it's full. 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. Foul straight back. Smash towards the hole. In time for the out.
And a brief look here at the Rockies and how they ranked in the National League last season. First in triples, third in batting average. And as you can see, they also hit with runners in scoring position in clutch situations. Third best team batting average in that situation, really pointing to the fact they have the right mental approach. Credit the hitting coach.
And Joey Votto's up. He hit .333 last year against the Pirates here in Pittsburgh. 2 outs and a runner on second. Just missed with the fastball. 1-0. The 1-0. Fastball misses badly. He's behind 2-0.
I don't know if you got a chance to see his last ball game, but he picked up 2 hits in that one. Swung the bat well.
Now the 2-0 pitch. Ball 3. Joey Votto lays off it, and now in real danger of putting him on with a free pass.
After another ball right there, the batter's at the full advantage. 3-0 count. I'm turning him loose right here.
This one swung on and driven hard. That one's grabbed. Side retired. So they can't push any across here in this half of the inning. So the first chance for the Pirates coming right up. It's going to be Steven Strasburg on the mound. He'll be starting this one for Colorado. Well, Steve, how's he going to handle these Pittsburgh bats he faces today?
Steven Strasburg has the kind of stuff that when you create a player in a video game, that's what you're looking for. A fastball at 100 miles per hour, one of the best curveballs you've ever seen, and deception on a changeup and movement that I've never seen before. He's a freak.
And here's the 0-1 from Strasburg. Pitch in the dirt, blocked by the catcher. Frozen on the changeup, and it's 1-2 now.
What an outstanding pitch. Changing speeds, hitting your spots. Throw that changeup away.
Here's the pitch. Fastball just about had him, and it's a 2-2 count.
Now, having some difficulty commanding that two-seam fastball. You don't want to throw that pitch up and in. That's a ground ball pitch, not a ball you want to get a fly ball on.
Big swing, misses on the changeup, struck him out, one away.
Well, when the pitcher hits his spots and he sets you up for this pitch, it makes it very difficult. He swung right over the top of it and just couldn't make contact. That's a prodigious lineup right here. Names that everybody recognizes. A lot of threats in this lineup and no breaks for the opposing pitcher.
Base is empty with one away. Big breaker on the 0-0 pitch. It's a called strike. Pittsburgh losing last night. They really were hoping for a sweep. Still 2-1 against the Cardinals in St. Louis. Here's the pitch. Hard grounded to short. And he pulls into first base with that base hit. There's one down here.
Well, with one out here and a guy on first base, the last thing you want to do is hit into a double play. Let's see if he can stay away from that.
And here's Willie Stargell. You talk about longevity, you are looking at it, an amazing, amazing career.
Puts a little pressure on the defense and on the pitcher right now. Speed at first base, tie game. You've got to hold them close, but you can't be distracted. You still have to go after the hitter.
Now let's take a look at how the Rockies will line up defensively. John, keeping an eye on anyone?
Well, one of the best athletes in baseball is Matt Kemp, but sometimes that doesn't always equate into being a great outfielder. His athleticism, though, lets him get away with a lot of mistakes. Sometimes doesn't run the best routes, sometimes throws to the wrong bases, but you love his athleticism, and when he figures it out, he's going to be a star.
Two outs and a man on first. The pitch headed for the middle, and Tulowitzki picks it up. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand him. Nothing doing for either side thus far here in Pittsburgh. And Carlos Gonzalez to lead it off. Last year, National League #1 in hits. The pitch. Swings and misses at the fastball. 0-1.
Well, he ranks near the top, no question about it. A tremendous offensive player and a guy that they're looking to have a major impact in this lineup this season.
Pitch on the way. And Carlos Gonzalez looks at that one for a ball. That'll even up the count. And in this matchup, lifetime .375 off Pittsburgh. Gonzalez grounds it. Wagner. One down. And fans, look out for next Tuesday. We'll see David Wright and the New York Mets. They play host to the visiting Colorado Rockies. Be sure to tune in 7 o'clock Eastern.
Looking forward to that one, Gary. That's going to be some kind of ball game to tune into.
Todd Helton at the plate.
Well, to me, the hardest thing to do is to figure out whether a player's getting old or he just had a bad season. And Todd Helton in 2010 had a pretty poor season for his standards. Let's see if he can rebound in 2011 and show that it wasn't age that caused him to have a bad year.
Fastball misses away. 1-0. Now for Todd Helton, John, obviously still a great resource hitting-wise for other players. And you wonder, is this the kind of guy who's someday going to be a coach or maybe even a manager?
Well, he certainly is a great guy on the team, in the dugout, in the clubhouse, helping the young players learn at the major league level. And it's not a surprise. Troy Tulowitzki, Carlos Gonzalez have gotten off to good starts. Helton's been an asset there.
One pitch. Plays off that breaking ball. Takes it for a strike, though. 1-2. One-two pitch coming. And Todd Helton watches that one go by. The count is even.
Well, any hitting coach will tell you you can't hit that good high fastball, especially if it's out of the strike zone. It's a pitch you have to lay off of, make him bring it down to give yourself a chance.
Here's the delivery. And that misses the outside corner. It'll run it full. 3-2.
Well, you see, he just missed with that fastball right there away. Let's see if they try to come back inside to try to jam him.
The payoff pitch. Helton digs in. Ball 4. He walked him.
Well, that's what you want to do. You want to have quality at bats, get that pitch count up. And I tell you what, he worked this pitcher. It's going to be tough for him to get this next hitter out after working that walk on so many pitches.
Harper is batting. Runner at first with one down. Way out there with the curveball, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. He watches that fastball. It'll even up the count at 1-1.
I don't think he likes that call, but when you're diving out over the plate, sometimes that fastball up and in doesn't look like a strike even when it is.
Liner towards the hole. Time to capitalize for Colorado right now.
Well, even though they lost the last game, he had 2 big hits, and that's a good sign if you're the manager of this team, that he's starting to swing the bat really well.
Sandoval at the plate, hitting at .344 lifetime against the Pirates. One out with runners at first and second. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Checks him at second. Pauses, and now the 1-0. Lost the grip to that changeup, and it's 2-0.
Well, that's a tough pitch right there to lay off of. That changeup down and away and out of the strike zone. But the hitter must have been looking for it because he wasn't fooled at all.
He delivers. Ball 3, and now the 3-ball count brings Pablo Sandoval an opportunity to be selected.
Well, that right there is a really good pitch, just missing the outside corner. Give the batter a lot of credit, though. That is one of the toughest pitches to lay off of, that hard fastball away.
Hit in the air to center field. That's 2 gone. Their State Farm leaderboard takes a look at the players with the RBI lead last year in the league. Number 1, Albert Pujols. Second is Carlos Gonzalez. In the 3rd spot, Joey Votto. 4th spot held by Ryan Howard. Number 5 guy, that's Dan Uggla.
Now, these are the kind of guys that decide games right here. They thrive on situations with runners on base to come up and deliver, and they have been getting it done.
Two down. Runners at first and second. Fastball just misses. 1-0. Look at the season average for him last year. Whoa, .414 against the Pirates. Spins, checks him at second. The 1-0 now. 1-0 pitch is a fastball high. 2-0. Pitch on the way. That one off the bat of Uggla. And that gets down for a base hit. And Helton comes home.
Well, you love the approach right there. He didn't try to do too much. Wasn't trying to be the hero. Just get that RBI and get that first run on the board.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki. He'll bat with 2 down. Well, they've done themselves quite a job here. This is a nice push at this point of the ball game to get out in front.
Well, you have to credit this lineup, Gary. Some quality at bats right now and taking advantage of the opportunities, and now they have a lead.
Now Tulowitzki in the box. Off the plate with a fastball, and it's 1-0. And it may be early going. They've got a chance, though, to maybe put this ball game away and put a little defeatism on the other side.
Well, what I really like is their approach at the plate. They're waiting for their pitch, and when they get it, they're driving it, taking advantage of every mistake the pitcher's making.
Fastball just misses, and he falls behind. 2-0.
Well, the second inning, He's run into a little bit of a problem right here, Gary. Over 20 pitches, and that's certainly going to come off the back end of this game, so don't expect him to go deep.
Comes set, now the 2-0. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. That one's grabbed, side retired. A strike here in the second, getting a run across. The Rockies on top, 1-0. Afternoon at the ballpark. Pleasant, cool day here. Clement is the batter. Swung on, hit, and that's through a base hit.
And a brief look here at the Pirates and how they ranked in the National League last season. 10th in doubles, 10th in stolen bases. And the triples numbers, well, they weren't quite what the numbers you'd want for a team, and it really shows the fact they didn't have the kind of speed necessary to take that extra base.
And Wagner's batting. Runner on first. Strasburg gets set and delivers. That curve is just a little bit outside. 1 ball, no strikes.
Now, big break on this curveball. He starts it in the strike zone, but it falls right out of the zone. Good eye by the hitter not to chase it.
Here's the 1-0. It's now 1 ball, 1 strike. He watched that fastball that was in there.
How do you not swing at that pitch? I mean, he throws your fastball right down the middle. You got to be ready when you get your pitch to deliver.
There's a swing and contact. This one to Kemp. 1 away. And it's Kiner batting. One out, man on first. And it's 0-1. Strasburg gets him looking at that one.
Well, the hitter lays off this pitch, realizing you can't do much. When you get that kind of four-seam fastball down and away, it's tough to hit.
Here it comes. Lays off the curveball. Good pitch, though. 1-1. Good-looking fastball. Called the ball, though. 2-1. Swing, contact, Kemp. That's 2 gone. Here's what the Rockies have coming up in April. They will wrap up this series with Pittsburgh Sunday. After that, they meet up with David Wright, road series against the Mets. That should be a great series. They really match up well. That is a 4-game road series. Continuing on, they'll square off against some good competition. The Chicago Cubs. Trainer up now. Runner on first, 2 away. Strasburg gets set and delivers. And that runs high, 1-0.
When you throw a two-seam fastball, you want a ground ball, which means you want to throw it to the bottom of the zone. This pitch up could come back to cost him later in the game.
Ready with a 1-0. 1-0 pitch, change up in there, 1-1.
Now, Gary, the pitcher pulled the string on this one. It looks like a fastball, and then it just dies out as it gets to the plate. Good late movement.
And the changeup, 1-2 now. Changeup got him, and the side is retired. And another good-looking 3 outs delivered by Strasburg. And he's off to a commanding start. And next, it'll be the Rockies getting it going. And here's Buster Posey. He picked up 4 hits in 11 at-bats last season off the Pirates. First pitch fastball misses badly that time. 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. And misses below the knees. Ball 2. Ball 3. Buster Posey watching another one, and now will he get a walk?
Well, that fastball right there just missed, just below the knees. Tell you what, a borderline pitch. I think they wanted that one bad.
On the way. Pitcher loses that battle. Could be costly. That's a leadoff walk.
Well, he couldn't get the hitter to expand his strike zone. Good patience at the plate turned into a base on balls.
That's going to bring Matt Kemp up. Now the State Farm leaderboard gives us a look at who hit the highest average-wise last year.
All of these guys quality contact hitters, and when you're that kind of a hitter, it means that you can hit any kind of pitch the pitcher throws, and you're using the whole field. You're hitting it where it's pitched.
A runner on first, no outs. Now Kemp gets set. Fastball is downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. His career batting average .309 off the Pirates. He deals. Swing and a miss by Kemp on that one to not the count.
Credit the catcher on that one. That's a good low target setting up, and he hit the target. Good execution.
Lays off that one just out of the zone, and it's 2-1.
That palm ball down in the zone. You want it starting there and sinking out, but the hitter realizes if it starts at the bottom, it's going to be a ball. Good piece of hitting.
Here's the 2-1. Liner towards the hole. Boy, what a time now to capitalize if they can.
Perfect situational hitting. This is exactly the time you want to go the other way.
And what we're talking about is taking the ball where it's pitched. It's outside, go the other way. Kemp on at first base. Posey's on at second. And he's back easily. No one out yet. Runners at first and second. And Kendall setting his target. And he lays off the pitch outside and low. Ball 1. At the belt, the 1-0. 1-0 pitch is a fastball high, 2-0. Here's the delivery. And here's a fastball for a called strike, 2-1.
The hitter thought that ball was inside. It certainly wasn't low, and it looks like it was in there.
Swung on, hit down the line and left. This one into the corner. Now they lead by 4, a 3-run homer.
Okay, the defense needs to stop right now. They need to put up an out here. This offense just has been relentless this inning. Well, this game's going the way the Rockies want right now, Gary. They've got the lead, and now they know they want to keep adding to it and let their pitchers do the job.
Nobody on base and nobody out. And Gonzalez settles in for his AB. First pitch. Looked like the pound ball just missed. 1-0. And Steve, you give up that big fly ball. Now trailing further in this one. Pitching's got to find a way to shut this down right now.
Well, that's right. Listen, now with the bases empty, you've got to get in your mind that you're starting over and get outs.
He lets the 1-0 pitch go by. 1-1.
Now, if you got a chance to see the last game, you saw he seemed a little bit flustered at the plate, expanding the strike zone, striking out twice in that game.
The 1-1 pitch. Here's a swing and a line drive. And another hit back-to-back.
Well, you would have to think with the speed that's on first base right now that they'll put him in motion to try to make things happen here in this game.
I'm going to take a peek back to last season for Carlos Gonzalez. Here's how he ranked. First in batting average, first in hits, and he was second in triples. That ability to think three out of the batter's box. When he hit the ball in the gap, he was hustling all the way, and the third base coach waved him around.
Here's the pitch. Fastball misses away. 1-0. Here's the 1-0. And the pitch out. Nothing doing that time. Fastball on the shoe tops. A little jump away.
Well, that's an intentional pitch right there. He wants to keep the hitter from leading out over the plate.
It's now 3-1. Helton's got an enviable count here. Last year, he hit 2 for 7 off the Pirates in Pittsburgh. And that one misses. That'll be ball 4.
Well, he needs to be careful here. Don't give them free base runners. Make them earn it. He went with a fastball in a 3-ball count, which is what you want to do most often. He just couldn't throw a strike.
Harper at the plate.
Oh, this inning getting worse right now. I mean, listen, second walk of this inning, giving up a bunch of runs, so clearly he can't be long for this game.
Helton's on first. Gonzalez is the runner at second. First pitch, here it comes. Fastball in there for a called strike. And Steve, talking about long for this game with the walks, obviously the pitch count this inning really getting up.
Exactly. It's not only the total pitches you throw, it's how many you throw in a short period of time, and he has thrown a lot of pitches.
And he swings and hits this one foul. The pitch. Tries to ring him up with a fastball away, but it's 1-2.
Well, third inning of this ball game, Gary, clearly he's run into a little bit of a brick wall and up over 20 pitches right here.
Fastball low for a ball. 2-2. Now the 2-2. Gave him a fastball that time, but it's outside. 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. There's a bullet towards third. And that'll get him aboard. They're on a roll. Gonzalez scores. So the rally here energized. Every new opportunity they take advantage of.
They need to get it out right now. I mean, this offense just has kept the pressure on them. They need to regroup and get an out.
Chance to drive in a run for Pablo Sandoval. And the offense here is putting on the show. Right now, they're in charge of this ball game.
The runs just keep on coming right now. Quality at bat after quality at bat. A lot of outs left, but you know what? It looks to me like they're getting ready to put this one away early.
Runners at first and second. Nobody out. First pitch on the way to Sandoval. First pitch way out of the zone. Ball one. He hit a low 231 last year against the Pirates here at PNC Park. Checks him at second. Low for a ball, and it's 2-0.
Well, a lot of guys would swing at that pitch right there, that changeup down in the strike zone, but the hitter luckily stayed off that one.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. He swings, hits a ball to right field. Dan Ugla, the opportunity. Now our State Farm sponsored look at how the league home run pace was set last year.
Well, this is a list of guys that when they get in there, they're looking to do some damage to really hurt the opposition. Looking to drive the ball. It's not just about contact, it's about hard contact.
No one out. Sack's full. Here's the pitch.
Strike one.
There's a swing. It's popped up. And I think we'll see the infield fly rule here.
Now that's right, Gary. They make the call here for sure.
Decides not to try for the double play. Hangs on to it. Troy will get an RBI chance. He's in his 6th season. Bases are loaded here with only one away. Now Tulowitzki in the box. Can't get him to chase that one outside. Ball one.
And it might be hard-pressed to find a shortstop in the National League better than Troy Tulowitzki. He can do it all as far as defense, hit for average, and hit for power. There's nothing he can't do. 2010 was just a reminder of that.
Curveball just misses, falls behind 2-0. With all those numbers John was talking about with Tulowitzki, there's only one more thing he needs, and that's health. You got to stay in the lineup to make those numbers matter.
That's right, Gary. There's no telling what those numbers can be. If he stays in the lineup healthy for an entire season, he could be a big-time producer, and I think he's going to be a guy that right there with Hanley Ramirez in the National League, the top 2 shortstops.
And 2, a double play. So they add a 4 spot here to extend their lead even further. Colorado up 5. And Kendall's in the box. Strasburg gets set and delivers. Fastball in there, 0-1.
Sometimes you get a pitch, and if it's early enough in the count, you can just say, not this one, I'm going to wait for the next one.
Missed with the fastball outside, and it's even at 1. Frozen on the changeup, and it's 1-2 now.
When you can mix speeds and hit your spots, this is what you get. Nice pitch.
Swing and a miss. That's a changeup. Down on strikes, 1 out.
K-Cam registers 87 miles per hour with very little break. Well, they went away right there, and he put a pretty good swing on it, but just couldn't quite make contact. Walking back to the dugout now.
One out, nobody on. Posey calls for the pitch. Starts him out with a fastball for a strike.
You can really stay out of big trouble in the big inning if you can spot your fastball down in the zone.
And here's the 0-1 from Strasburg. He can't connect with that off-speed pitch. Digging a hole now, 0-2.
Well, you don't want to make a living on throwing that breaking ball and having it stay on the inside part of the plate, but he had just good enough location with that one in on the hitter's hands to get him to swing through it.
Fastball got him looking, 2 down.
Now we're going to get a chance, Jerry, to see the four-seam fastball in K-Cam.
I think he's upset that he let that one go by.
Well, he should be, Gary. I mean, that was a perfectly good pitch to hit. He just didn't pull the trigger.
6 slide up at the plate again. He singled his last trip. Two outs, base is empty. First pitch to him. Just missed with the fastball, 1-0.
A great movement on that two-seam fastball, trying to start it on the corner, running it off the plate. The hitter just laid off.
1-0 on the way. Swinging a drive, deep left center. And Gonzalez is there to retire the side. No hits, nobody left on, and a good defensive half inning. No production yet from the Pirates. And it's Buster Posey standing in. He's picked up 4 hits, 11 lifetime ABs off the Pirates. That one is fouled by Posey. The pitch, 0-1, fastball and a called strike. The pitch, taps this one foul to the right. Wanted to get him fishing, but he misses. 1-2. Hit in the air. It's down, a base hit. That's going to bring Matt Kemp up. Triples last year, the leaders? Sure. State Farm brings it to us. Number 1, Jose Reyes. Second is Carlos Gonzalez. Third, Matt Kemp. Fourth spot held by Ryan Howard. And sitting number 5, it's Andrew McCutchen.
I'll tell you what, speed puts so much pressure on the defense, and these guys can certainly do that as they force the other team to quickly make decisions and make plays and try to shut down a running game.
Posey is on at first. Now Kemp gets set. First pitch, fastball, 0-1.
Well, Gary, this is not looking real good right now. They've got to try to find a way to stem the tide here.
Here's the pitch. And it's 0-2. Kemp will be careful. They'll try and K him.
Well, you can tell he was looking for something hard, and he got that sinker down and in. He swung through it.
This is in the air, straight away left. That's one away. State Farm brings us a look at the slugging percentage leaders from last year.
That's some big-time power hitters right here. Some guys that look to drive the ball out of the ballpark and swing hard in case they hit it. And when they make contact, they can do some serious damage.
And it's Joey Votto at the plate, one away.
Well, guys, a breakout year wouldn't do justice to the year Joey Votto had in 2010. He was unbelievable, putting himself as one of the elite players in the National League.
Here's the pitch. Votto fouls it away. Votto's number is what John was talking about. 324 average, 37 homers, and 113 RBIs from a game. Here's a fly ball to straightaway left. That's the second out. With two down, it'll be Carlos Gonzalez. He had the best average in the National League a season ago. And Gonzalez settles in for his AB. First pitch. Whoa, that thing misses badly. 1-0.
Gary had an outstanding year last year, no doubt about that. I mean, a guy they came to rely upon, and obviously a very disciplined hitter at the plate.
Ready with a 1-0. A line drive towards short. And he's there to retire the side. No runs at a base hit. They leave one man on at first. Colorado 5. Pittsburgh nothing. And here's Willie Stargell. Here's the first one. And it's 0-1. Strasburg gets him looking at that one.
But Garrett, we're into the fourth inning right now, and as you start to flip the lineup over again, you know, they've only gotten 2 hits, so they're going to have to really evaluate what they should be looking for at the plate, and maybe they need to be a little bit more patient and make them work.
He fouled off that first pitch, a 1-strike count. And another foul ball. Here's the pitch. Can't get him to chase the fastball. Low, 1-2.
Well, that's the pitch you want for the ground ball out. That two-seam fastball at the bottom of the strike zone. Just couldn't quite catch the plate. Good eye by the hitter.
Fastball low for a ball. 2-2. Big swing and a miss on a heater. Strike him out, 1 down.
You've got to have better plate discipline than that. With 2 strikes, you need to be defensive and try to make contact. But when you get a fastball, you need to read whether it's a strike or not.
Now their rookie center fielder. Ground out victim last time through. Base is empty, 1 out. And the first pitch. Changeup just misses. 1-0. This is right there for his strike. 1-1.
That's a great pitch right there. 4-seam fastball. The problem is you lay it right down the middle. You're running the risk he could hit it out of the park.
1-1 on the way. Hit hard on the ground towards third. Makes its way through for a single.
Well, he waited for that one to get deep in the zone, and he put a good swing on it. Now with 1 out, let's see if they try to move him along.
Clement is the batter now. He's 1 for 1 so far. One down, runner at first. Now the first pitch. The 0-0 delivery, a fastball taken for a strike.
He looked like he was looking for a pitch out over the plate. That fastball down and in locked him up a little bit.
Here's the delivery. Missed badly with that curve there, 1-1.
But you want to start this pitch outside. The curveball is better when it's away from the hitter to break out of the zone, but it never had a chance of being a strike.
Ground ball to short. He picks it up. To second for one. Tulowitzki, there's two. So no runs on one hit and nobody left on. Rockies still enjoying the lead. And it's Todd Helton in the box now. He went 2 for 7 last season off the Pirates. Sinker drops in for a called strike.
A good sinking movement on that pitch, right on the black, away from the hitter. Tough pitch to hit.
The pitch. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Helton, a good protector of the plate.
Well, a changeup right there hit a good spot. You want to keep that down in the zone, so even if they swing at it, it stays in the ballpark.
Here's the delivery. Ball. Fastball is up high. Then it's 1-2. And Todd Helton watches that one go by. The count is even. Spotted by Kendall. Line towards second. Wagner. And that sets down Helton. Harper is up now. And an RBI single his last time to the plate. Base is empty with 1 away. First pitch on the way. There's contact. He drove it well. The catch is made. State Farm leaderboard. Look at the teams with the most runs produced from last year's season. Number 1, the Reds. Second, the Phillies. In third, the Rockies. Fourth, the Brewers. And number 5, the Braves rounded out.
Well, the thing you ask your team, the manager and the hitting coach, is, look, guys, get us some runs. This team does it as good as anyone in the league last year, and they just love to get on base, make things happen with speed, but they can also take it out of the ballpark.
Base is empty with 2 outs. First pitch on the way to Sandoval. He sends this one in the air towards center. That'll do it as they put that one away. And they're held in check here in this half inning. And the Pirates, it'll be their turn coming up. Looking to the lineup, 6, 7, 8 hitters on their way to the plate. And Wagner's batting. He'll lead off for the home team here in the home half of the 5th. Here's the first pitch. Swung on, and it's hit. This one towards Gonzalez. And he makes the catch. 1 away. And it's Kiner batting. One out, base is empty. That one's wide. Strasburg missing.
Well, offensively, they just have not been able to get anything going. Only 1 runner left on base, so they just need more opportunities and see if they can't capitalize on it.
Now the 1-0 pitch. 1-0 is a fastball that runs away to an 0.
Trying to get the ground ball out, you throw that two-seam fastball away from the hitter, trying to get him to reach and roll over it. He laid off of it here.
Fastball just misses. He runs it to 3-0.
Well, a good pitch right there. He tried to get one in on his hands, but he just missed, though, in off the plate. Great pitch.
Refuses to go after it. Missed. Ball 4.
Off the plate outside. He's missed on 4 straight. He's got to bring it back in the zone.
Trainer has a turn in the box. He was a strikeout victim last time through the lineup. One out. Runner on at first. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, but he was right on it. 0-1. Here it comes. He lets that fastball go by for a called strike. 0-2.
The pitcher's got him right where he wants him now. Up ahead, 0-2. He can waste a pitch if he wants to.
That one on the ground, played by Votto. And there's one. And the deuce, a double play. No runs, no hits, no one left on. No production yet from the Pirates. End of the order, ready to do some work at the plate. And here's Dan Uggla. First pitch to Uggla. First pitch, a fastball. That's in there for a strike.
Coming into this game, he's got to have some confidence because he picked up 2 hits last time out, so got to be seeing the ball pretty well.
And it's 0-2. Uggla, he'll be swinging. Anything close.
Can you say ground ball? That's what that sinker down to the zone is meant to do.
Tried to get him to chase that curve. It's 1-2. The 1-2 on its way. Good eye by Dan Uggla. He lays off that one to even the count. And Dan Uggla will strike out. No contact on that one.
This one's right down the middle. He just swung and missed at it. Better check his bat for a hole.
And Troy Tulowitzki, he'll dig in with one away.
And a great year in 2010. Got better in the month of September with Troy Tulowitzki. He and Carlos Gonzalez almost single-handedly got the Colorado Rockies into the postseason. And if they did, the Giants wouldn't have been the world champs.
Starts him out with a sinker for a strike. Talking about Tulowitzki in the month that he had, John said September 15 homers, 40 RBIs, hit .322.
You know, in that extraordinary performance, he slugged over 800 in that month. And what did it do? It led.
Here's a swing and a broken bat line drive. And he gets it down. After coming up empty in this ball game, finally gets one going his way. That's going to bring up Buster Posey.
It doesn't matter who's on the mound or what they're throwing. These guys can hit it. They are just together building confidence and whacking at it.
Tulowitzki will lead off first. Here's the pitch to Posey. Sinker just missed. 1-0.
Gary, they could really use a double play ball right here to get out of this inning and put a 0 up on the board so they can at least get some hope they can come back.
Swing and a miss. Buster Posey can't make contact. It evens the count. He picked up 4 hits in 11 at-bats last season off the Pirates on the road. The 1-1. And here's a called strike at the letters, and it's 1-2.
Well, purpose pitch right there. He gets the strike on it, goes up and in, and it opens up the entire strike zone now.
The 1-2 pitch. Sinker, swung on, missed. That's out number 2.
Okay, Cam registers this at 86 miles per hour with some pretty good break.
Well, sometimes you get fooled so badly, there's just nothing else you can do but hope and pray that you put the ball in play, hopefully foul, to get another pitch to hit.
Matt Kemp has a runner on first here. Oh, I'll tell you, everybody, Steve, I think notices when he gets to the plate, the attention deficit disorder just sort of goes away. He delivers. That's a called strike. 0-1. Kemp puts it on the ground, and he'll step on first to retire the side. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand him. Colorado 5, Pittsburgh nothing. And Kendall's in the box. Now the first pitch. Ball. And Strasburg can't get him to swing at that one. It's going to be a little bit low.
Gary, he's not felt any pressure out there on the mound. The defense has not felt that much pressure either. With only 1 runner left on base, and we're moving through the middle part of this ball game, so they're doing a nice job shutting down this offense.
Lined right at the second baseman, and that gets down. Kendall's got a single.
Well, a good start to this inning, but let's see if the guys behind him, after he starts out this inning with the single, can follow up and finish this inning off with some runs.
Runner on first base, nobody out. And Posey sets up his target. That one's wide. Strasburg missing.
Well, he tried to go outside on the outside corner with that fastball right there. Just got a little bit off the plate. He's got to be careful, though. You don't want that hitter to get his arms extended.
Here's the pitch. And he takes a strike on that fastball. 1-1.
Oh, it's a quality fastball right there. Just pounding the strike zone down and away. He had no chance to put that one in play.
And the changeup, 1-2 now. One-two pitch coming. Trying to get him to chase the fastball away. 2-2. Tough pitch to lay off that time. Full count, 3-2.
A great movement on that two-seam fastball, trying to start it on the corner, running it off the plate. The hitter just laid off.
Swings and grounds this one foul, wide of third. The 3-2 pitch on the ground to third. He grabs it. Sandoval for 1. And not in time. Votto was there, but they do not get the double play.
Well, quick release by the third baseman. They get the lead runner at second, just not able to turn the double play.
Runner at first with 1 down. And the first pitch. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. And Gonzalez. And he gets over to take care of business. And here's Willie Stargell.
Let's see if he can make some adjustments in the game today. Struck out twice last night and got fooled at the plate, so he's got to wait a little bit longer.
Two outs and a man on first. First pitch to him. Swing and a hot shot. That should be a base hit. Now Pittsburgh, here's a fantastic chance.
A real good approach at the plate right here, thinking about going back up the middle. He gets a fastball a little bit inside, but able to just punch it up the middle for a base hit.
Two men on and two men out. Spins on a throw behind the runner. First pitch. And he misses high. Strasburg unable to get him to chase one.
Well, he tried that four-seam fastball up in the zone to get him the chase. Tough pitch to lay off of. Good job by the hitter.
The 1-0 now. 1-0 delivery is a fastball in there. 1-1. Here's a spin and a throw back to second. Didn't look like he was going to go anywhere that time, so he's easily back. Frozen on the changeup, and it's 1-2 now.
This is why changing speeds is so important for a pitcher. You get the hitter off balance, even more effective when it's down in the zone.
One-two pitch is high and hard. That one misses. 2-2. And it's fouled away. Here's the pitch. And he holds off of the change, and it's full.
Well, you got to like the way he's changing speed and mixing up his pitches. He just missed, though, with that changeup down and away.
Strikes him out, and that's going to do it here in the 6th inning. Steve, this performance we've marveled at continues.
Absolutely untouchable.
So they're shut down again. That's 6 shutout innings so far. Pittsburgh still looking for that offense. And Joey Votto to lead it off. 367, high number over his career off Pittsburgh. Here's the pitch. Swings at that fastball and misses. 0-1. And it's hit well off the bat of Votto. One away. Now State Farm gives us a look at the hit leader. One away, and here's Carlos Gonzalez. Lined out in his last at bat. And Gonzalez settles in for his AB. First pitch. And he gets that one down. His second hit. 2 for 4 today. And that'll bring up Todd Helton.
Let's take a peek back to last season for Carlos Gonzalez. Here's how he ranked. First in batting average, first in hits, and he was second in triples. That ability to think three out of the batter's box. When he hit the ball in the gap, he was hustling all the way, and the third base coach waved him around.
Well, guys, when does age catch up to you? It looks like, though, it has caught Todd Helton big time. A big struggling season in 2010. Let's see what's left, though, in 2011. Maybe he can rebound.
One down, runner at first. First one to Helton. Here's the pitch.
Strike one.
And that finds the outside corner for strike one. Now, John, tell you about Todd Helton. One number that jumps out at you, his lifetime .361 average at Coors, while last year hit .273. That's a concern.
Yeah, I'm not sure so much the numbers that speak to his age as to his health. Those back problems really hampered him, and that inability to rotate affected his ability to drive the ball with power.
Strike two. No balls, 2 strikes. Helton, a good protector of the plate.
The question, offensively, I think you even have to wonder whether they can come back this late in the game, but their only chance is to shut them out in this inning and try to get that offense going.
Tried to fool him with the changeup, but it's 1-2.
Well, anytime one of your middle relievers throws over 45 pitches, you got to wonder how much more he has left. Might want to get someone else up out there.
And Todd Helton watches that one go by. The count is even.
Well, that pitch right there, that changeup away, if a guy's looking for it, that's a great pitch to be able to hit the other way with some power.
Here's the pitch. Hard to lay off there, but it's full. 3-2.
Well, smart hitter realizes he's off balance. Lay off that pitch. Don't swing. Wait for the next one.
Look out, and that ran in and got him.
Well, sometimes the fastball just gets on you and you can't get out of the way. No matter how ready you are for the pitch, he couldn't get out of the way there.
Harper settling in.
Well, here with that hit batter we just saw. Now 2 runners on base. A little rally starting here, and maybe the pitcher getting a little bit rattled.
Runners on first and second with 1 out. The first pitch. That's inside for a ball. 1-0. Now you watch and see how the hitters react to it. Are they looking for that next pitch down the middle, or they think maybe they got to wait him out?
And the pitcher has to regroup. He's got to settle down out there, not panic, to get back in the strike zone.
Pauses, and now the 1-0. That swung on and flied to right. Out number 2. Sandoval at the plate. Looking at the numbers last year, .269 against the Pirates. Helton's on first. Gonzalez is the runner at second. First pitch on the way to Sandoval. Fastball too low. 1-0.
Well, I mean, listen, they don't have great chances as it is, trailing by this much in the game. But if they give up another couple base hits right here, they've got no chance. So 2 outs, find an out somewhere.
A shot up the middle, and Sandoval's got himself a base hit. The opportunity for offense is right now.
As much as you want to blame the pitching, we're now talking about more than one pitcher giving up all of these hits. Right now, you have to credit the offense. These guys are really swinging the bat.
And here's Dan Uggla. And he needs to come through here with 2 down.
Infield got to play back in this situation and get the out at the easiest base.
Two outs, bases loaded. First pitch to Uggla. Popped into foul territory down the left side. And he's there to retire the side. Well, they do load the bases on 2 hits, but can't push across any runs. Stretch time here in Pittsburgh. Clement is the batter. He'll start the home half of the 7th. First pitch on the way. That one's wide. Strasburg missing.
Well, what an outstanding effort by the pitcher today. I mean, he has just been on top of his game, making the pitches, and offensively, they just have not been able to back hits up with other hits to mount the rally. They've been held scoreless here today.
Fly to right, and it gets down. That's hit number 2, making good contact. Oh, and he drops it. Mark that one as an E9. And he's on. It's a costly error to allow him to reach base. And Wagner's batting. Last time up, flew out. The runner on first, no outs. First pitch, here it comes. Shot towards the hole. Just kind of lean in, Steve, and slap that thing the other way in that kind of pitch.
Well, you can't pull that pitch. If you do, it's going to be a ground ball to short. You want to punch it to right field. He's one of the best at doing it.
No one out yet. Runners at first and second. And the first pitch. And it goes foul. Foul! Strasburg gets set and delivers. Looping curve breaks outside, even at 1.
Well, he started the curveball away, and it broke further away just off the plate.
The 1-1. Called strike over the heart of the plate. 1-2.
Well, the hitter's got to regret that one. He missed his pitch right down the heart of the plate. Four-seam fastball. That hurts.
Strikes him out. We have said it more than once today, but he continues to look extremely sharp, Steve.
He's so locked in. You wonder how long he can keep it going. I haven't seen anybody pitch like this in a long time.
Trainer in the batter's box. He hit into a double play as last time. One out with runners at first and second. Here's the first pitch. Ball. First pitch is a changeup low, 1-0. Posey calls for the pitch. Swung on line to right center field. And it's through. That's a base hit. Yes, a great situation for some offense.
A perfect situational hitting. This is exactly the time you want to go the other way.
And what we're talking about is taking the ball where it's pitched. It's outside. Go the other way. Three on and one out. And the first pitch. That one's wide. Strasburg missing. Is a fastball that runs away, 2-0.
But you got the bases loaded, nowhere to put them, and you put yourself in a great hitter's count, 2-0. You got to come in with the strike. You don't want to run the risk of 3-0 and walking a run in.
On the way. Fastball can't catch the corner. He's behind 3-0.
Well, the starting pitcher right now is over 80 pitches, and this is a time when the manager and the pitching coach have to keep an eye and see if his velocity is dropping. If it is, you might want to think about getting him out.
And he missed with ball 4. That's going to bring in a run.
Off the plate outside. He's missed on 4 straight. He's got to bring it back in the zone. Clark
in the box now. And he represents the tying run now at the plate.
Well, that's right. One swing in the bat can tie this thing up. He's got to get a pitch to hit.
Bases are loaded here with only one away. And here's the first one. It's right down the chute, called strike.
Well, the pitcher gets away with one right here. Fastball right down the heart of the plate. Batter just let it go by.
Missed badly with a change there, 1-1.
Well, that's where you look for a changeup from the pitcher away in the strike zone. If they look for it and get it, they can really shoot that thing the other way and do some damage.
And Billingsley misses outside, taken for a ball. The 2-1 pitch. Lays off that fastball. It's a called strike, 2-2.
He looked like he was ready to swing that time at the plate, Gary, but he must have been looking for a different pitch as that fastball just paints the outside corner.
A swing and a foul off to the right side. Fastball got him, 2 down.
Okay, Cam's going to show us the 4-seam fastball here. That's exactly how you need to use the fastball. He hit his spot, threw it right to the catcher's glove. Thinking along with his battery mate, he gets the strikeout.
Bases are loaded with 2 down. Here's the first pitch. It's now 0-1. Watch that fastball go by.
Gary, I mean, we look at that. That's going to be a tough loss for this team. I mean, a key player like that going down to an injury, such a critical component to this team's offense and defense.
And he looks at a changeup in the dirt for a ball. Well, Steve, as a manager, even though you're thinking about the rest of this ball game, you know as a manager you're also thinking about, now what am I going to do with this lineup in light of the loss?
Well, let's hope it's not too serious. We'll keep you updated.
A smash between short and third. Sandoval will grab that one, and that'll do it in the half inning. So they score 1 run, 2 hits, leave 3 on. The Pirates, they're showing determination. They've cut that lead down. And for those of you just joining in, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. Hit in the air to left center. 1 away. Buster Posey batting now with 1 away.
Well, a lot of the so-called experts didn't think that San Francisco Giants would have enough offense to contend in the National League West, but little did we know that Buster Posey would come up and be inserted in the middle of the lineup and produce runs like he did. You talk about a guy who did everything he can to help his team win. Buster Posey, to me, is a star for years to come.
Watches a fastball that's in there, 0-1. Guys, Buster Posey was given the time to get to the major league level, and then time when he got here. I mean, he started playing at first base just so he could settle in, and then they moved him behind the plate, and we'll see where that goes, probably to the hole. A liner headed for the hole, and that sets down Posey. 2 men have been put away. Now a look at extra base hit leaders from last year, brought to you by State Farm. He deals. There's a swing and a smash. And that's going to do it in this half inning. No strikeouts, but you talk about confidence. 4 pitches, 3 batters gone. Now, here come the Pirates. It's going to be the home half of the 8th inning. Things will start getting a little more difficult. Third man in the lineup coming up. And here's Willie Stargell. And here's the first one. And swing and a miss on Billingsley's pitch. 0-1.
Well, it's getting late right now. They're down a bunch, so they need a big inning here. They can't wait till the 9th to try to come all the way back. They need to try to do something now.
Can't extend on that one. Behind now, 0-2.
He just reared back and said, here it comes, big boy. Here comes my best fastball. He busted him inside with it.
And that one's hit. Kept to field. And in there, at least for a single as it gets down. Boy, I don't know in that count, Steve. Number one, the fact that he swung's kind of a surprise. I don't know how he hit that where it was.
You're right. On an 0-2 count, you have to protect the plate. Sometimes it's a defensive swing, but sometimes it works out.
Runner on first. Now the first pitch. This one's grounded near third. Foul. Billingsley with the windup. 0-1. Good hard cutter in for a called strike.
Great stuff from the pitcher. Now he's ahead 0-2. He can go in so many different directions.
Fastball. Look out. That one is right at his head.
Look out. You got to get out of the way when it comes that far inside.
Fastball swung out and missed. Struck him out. One away.
Well, he climbs the ladder on him, Gary, and he just didn't have enough bat speed to catch up to that pitch.
Clement gets a turn here. Reached on an error and later scored last time through the lineup. One out, man on first. The first pitch. Ball. Throws that curveball a little low. Ball 1.
Well, this guy likes to drop the hammer. That 12-6 curveball. Hitters have an awfully hard time centering it and putting it in play.
Here's the 1-0. Lost the grip on that cutter, and it's a 2-0 count. And the key to him throwing that big 12-6 hammer is the location, and that, Steve, he does consistently well.
Well, what makes him so good is he can throw it for a strike, and then he can start it in the strike zone and bounce it in the dirt and get you to chase.
The pitch. 3-0 pitch, a fastball, cut out and missed. 3-1.
Well, you can tell his timing's way off after seeing him swing at that four-seamer.
Nice reflexes there to keep that one under control. That one was in the dirt.
Well, pitcher nibbling a little bit right here. Hitter not being overly aggressive, laying off those borderline pitches.
And Wagner's batting. Trying again here, just 1 for 3 thus far. Runners on first and second with 1 out. First pitch. And Billingsley's pitch looked at for a strike. 0-1. The pitch. That one is going to miss. Low for a ball. 1-1.
Well, anytime you have a good fastball and you can keep it down in the zone around the knees or lower, it's great location and, believe me, very difficult to hit.
Swung on, hit in the air to right center. Now it's 2 down. And Ralph Kiner to bat. Two down. Runners at first and second. Here's the pitch. Ball! Off the plate with a fastball, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Good cut fastball in there, 1-1.
He throws that cut fastball up and into the hitter. Kind of surprised him. He couldn't offer at it.
Oh. 1-1. Curveball misses. 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss as he put all he had into that one, but he takes the count to 2-2. Two-two pitch. Curveball, that's in the dirt for a ball. This one swung on, hit down the line and right. And he gets in there without a throw. And he'll come in to score. Just kind of lean in, Steve, and slap that thing the other way in that kind of pitch.
Well, you can't pull that pitch. If you do, it's going to be a ground ball to short. You want to punch it to right field. He's one of the best at doing it.
Two men on, two men out. Here's the first pitch. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. Gets another one down. That'll score a run.
A perfect situational hitting. This is exactly the time you want to go the other way.
And what we're talking about is taking the ball where it's pitched. It's outside. Go the other way. And Kendall's in the box.
Managers face so many different decisions during the course of the game. And as the game goes on and it's close, those decisions become much more critical to success or failure.
You've got to call this promising if you're on the offensive side of it. It's an important part of the ball game. Get that ball game tied up and then move on.
Well, they're narrowing the lead late here in the game, Gary, and they're showing some fight left in those bats. Well, we're going to keep an eye and see how aggressive they're going to be to try to get back in this game. Speed out there at second base. Let's see if they put a potential double steal on it.
Otto over there. He'll have to stay tight. Nope, not in there. Chapman misses with it.
Well, when you fall behind, you can't look at it like you have to get it all back at once. Get a little bit at a time. That's what they're doing now, just 2 away from tying this thing up, Gary.
At the belt, the 1-0. And he looks at a fastball in there, 1-1.
Well, moving a little bit closer right now, Gary, is what they need to do if they're going to try to come back in this game. Get base runners on, and they've picked up 2.
He delivers. Hit up the middle. And Tulowitzki picks it up. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. So they scratch across 2 runs, 3 hits, and 2 left on. The Pirates are showing determination. They've cut that lead down. And it's Joey Votto now. He homered earlier in the ballgame.
Well, with this advantage right now, he's been a major contributor offensively and driving in runs, and then obviously the home run production, getting a pitch that he could drive out of the ballpark, putting some good swings on it.
Here's the delivery. Ground ball, Votto. Number 5. One away now. One away, and here's Carlos Gonzalez. And Gonzalez settles in for his AB. First pitch. And that's too low. 1-0.
Oh, it's a great fastball right there, down in the strike zone. Now there's so many ways to go. Let's see how he comes back to attack this hitter.
The 1-0 now. Called strike on the outside corner to 21.
Gary, awfully tough to read this pitch out of his hand. He has great deception, makes it look like a fastball. It just comes out so much slower.
Good spot for the changeup that time. 1-2.
That changeup away is one of the most effective pitches because when the hitter's fooled, he starts to pull off the ball. He can only hit an inside pitch. He can't possibly reach the outside pitch unless he breaks down his swing.
It's hit foul by Gonzalez. Gonzalez fights off another pitch.
Well, a 1-2 count, that pitch on the outside part of the plate. Borderline pitch. You still don't know if it's going to be a ball or a strike. The last thing you want to do is take that pitch for a called strike 3.
2 away. And it's Todd Helton at the plate. A solid .357 lifetime off the Pirates. Base is empty and 2 down. First one to Helton. Here's the pitch. That one's in the dirt. Nice stop. Here's the 1-0. There's a swing and a drive deep to left field. That's caught. Side is retired. 3 up, 3 down this half inning. And the Pirates, it'll be their turn coming up. Clark at the plate. Now the first batter here in the bottom half of the ninth. We'll see if he can get something going to make this crowd happy. Smash towards the middle. Throw on to first in time. 1 away.
Defensively, you got 1 out here in the ninth inning. You want to make a play. Just get an out. You will trade a run for an out here with a 2-run lead.
Number 2 spot in the lineup up again. Lined out last time up. One out, nobody on. Pitch on the way. Fastball in there, 0-1.
Good pitchers change the hitter eye level. You go down low, then you run the fastball up high. A lot of times they just look at it go by.
A line drive towards the hole. Throws to first. He's retired. That's 2 down.
Well, it's their hope is dwindling right now. Down by 2, 1 out left to play with, and they're going to have to try to come up with some big hits right here to try to win this one, Gary.
Two out, space is empty. And the first pitch. There's a swing, a drive down the left field line. It's towards the corner. They trim a bit off that deficit. A solo shot, only 1 down.
Home runs often come from mistakes, Gary, and he either chose the wrong pitch or had the wrong location because that four-seam fastball is way out of here. Well, this is what you pay good money for to come to a ball game for a moment just like this.
Bottom half of the last inning. This is what you live for. Move to the front of your seat and take a look.
Now, Gary, this is why you buy a ticket and come to the game. Two of the best squaring off. Let's see who can win.
2 outs and nobody on. First pitch, here it comes. Towards the middle. And that's going to be a base hit. Tying run is on.
Well, they get a man on here with 2 outs, and now a double in the gap can tie this game.
Clement up now. Last time he walked and then came around to score. A runner on first with 2 outs. First pitch on the way. Here's a fly ball. Could be it. That's the last out. This ball game is now over.
In a very close game, Colorado able to hold on and pull out a victory today.
And here we are at that moment where we're going to find an individual performance to recognize. Our player of the game, Joey Votto. An exceptional offensive effort in this one.
Well, you know what they say, that everyone loves to see the long ball when you come to a game, and he certainly gave the fans what they wanted to see. He's got to be feeling pretty good about himself.
And they come into hostile territory, Steve, and take this one by 1 run.
Well, both teams had a chance to win it. Goes down to the very end, but the visiting club outplayed them.
So glad you could join us. For Steve Phillips and John Kruk, I'm Gary Thorne. We'll see you real soon.